Greetings, this is Greg. In 1968, if you wanted a really quick Chevy for drag racing, the Biscayne with a 425 horsepower 427 was probably your best choice. The Chevelle and Camaro couldn't be had with the factory 427 engine, and the 427 powered Corvette was priced out of reach for most people. Chevy built several full-size models, all of which are essentially the same car. The Biscayne, Impala, Bel Air, and Caprice. Of these, the Biscayne was the lightest and thus the most suited for drag racing. It was also the least expensive, thus leaving more money left over for drag slicks and gasoline. That was probably the thinking of Ennis Lund, I hope I'm saying the name correctly, when he bought the car in 1968 with a 4-speed and 488 gears. He raced it as Ennis's Menace. The car had some minor modifications, including a change to 456 gears, which proved to be better for the quarter mile. I encountered this car at a show I attended with my son just a few weeks ago. Since I've mentioned full-size muscle cars in my series, I thought it fitting that I show you guys this example. It's still in its as-raced condition from 1969, so it's an incredible time capsule, and one with a real race history. Even the paint is original, with the exception of the doors, which were repainted to return the car to its factory appearance. Please excuse the quality of my pictures. I wasn't planning on making a video when I went to this show. The car is owned by a friend of mine named Les, who is a retired college professor. He's one of the smartest people I know. He knows a tremendous amount about automotive history and cars in general. He knows every detail of this car's history. It was very interesting to talk to him about it, especially the history surrounding the switch from 488 to 456 gears. The short version is that the factory thought 488s would be better, but it turned out that it was better to wind the motor up to a bit over 7,000 RPM and finish the quarter mile in third with the 456s than it was to shift at the factory red line with 488s and finish in fourth. Thus, the original owner put in the 456 gears. In that configuration, it ran a best time of 13.4 on street tires and 12.2 on slicks. That's an incredible time and shows just how powerful these big Chevys were and how fast they could be with the right engine and other options. These are fantastic cars. The Chevy 427 was one of the best engines of the 60s. GM's Fisher bodies were very high quality, at least compared to their competitors at the time. The interior is roomy and comfortable. This particular car actually has some nice options for comfort, including upgraded upholstery, a nicer steering wheel, tinted glass, and a radio. It does not have any options that would have added a significant amount of weight. It was clearly set up for pure performance, again, factory drag car. Les is selling the car. I did not ask him what the price was because this kind of car is way beyond what I can buy, and I wasn't planning on making a video at the time I was talking to him. But I do know there are only a few of these cars still in existence. That is a Biscayne with the factory 427 4-speed. And they typically sell at auctions from $100,000 to about $200,000. This is the only one, apparently, that's never been wrecked, has a real race history, and is still in its as-race condition from the 60s, meaning it's almost all original, so I would not expect it to be at the low end of that spectrum, but I don't know. I'll get back to my muscle car series soon. I have a few aviation videos that are in the queue before, but in the meantime, I thought you might enjoy seeing this example of a full-size 60s muscle car. If you're new to this channel, please check out my muscle car series. I'll put a link to part 1 in the description. Thanks, and have a great day.